Today we're going to piece together a spot welder. I'm going to use a transformer from a microwave, a few other parts, see what else I can find lying around the shop, and we're going to put it together. See if we can get a spark. Stick with me. I found this hinged latch, and it came off of a garage door, and it's going to work perfectly as a spring-loaded hinge to make my arm with. I thought I had a solid copper rod. It's not. Steel inside of a half-inch copper pipe. That's what that's good for. Aluminum conducts almost as good as copper, almost. But all I really want this for is to be able to make something that I can clamp the wire and the electrode to. So I'm going to cut a piece, probably an inch or so, and we'll see what happens to it. I think one day I'm going to actually build a lathe. I can cut this kind of stuff easier. This is just crazy. Now with this, I'll be able to actually drill a hole in this way, drill a hole and tap it with a tap so that I can tighten a bolt onto it. I can clamp the wire. And then on this end, I'll just drill right through, same size hole, and that'll make the other end of my probe. It'll work out pretty good. There it is. Yeah, it's got to be this one. Alright, I'm using the pipe clamp because A, it's handy, and B, it really holds on. Trick here now is to do the same, go down straight. So this, with a locking nut on it, it will keep this good and rigid. We'll also be able to mount it through the wood, clamping it on. Okay. Let's get this transformer set up here. We got the secondary coil out. We're going to put a new one in. And I'm using a 2-gauge, a booster cable wire. It's just out of a booster cable. Spot welders use low voltage and high amperage to do the welding. So in order for us to get low voltage and high amperage, first off we need a cable thick enough to carry the kind of amperage that we're going to be running through it. And that's why I went with a 2-gauge wire. Stranded so that it's a lot more flexible and durable and all that good stuff. And only doing 1, 2 is going to give me very low amps, or very low voltage. That's going to go through. This is going to be my bottom probe. I'm going to grind that off. And then we're going to thread this piece in, right, line that up, and I'm going to tighten this up. So that's good and rigid. Now here, I think I'm going to just cut that as cleanly as I can with the grinder. Here, we're going to get our tube. I'm going to feed it through there so that it comes out the other side. Yeah, like that. This is going to go inside there. Perfect. Now, when I tighten this up, that sucker should crimp right down. There. Ah, that's not going to go anywhere. That's crimped in there really, really well. Excellent. Okay, just to keep this from moving around, we're going to center it on the hole. There's a lot of holes here that I can put screws into. Now here's what we have to do. These things have to be perfectly aligned. Right? You see them? Okay, we're gonna clamp this up here because we have to make this. We have to connect it to the hinge here. So to connect it to the hinge, I want to clamp it so that nothing's gonna move. Yep, that's where it's got to be, I guess. Okay, now let's get the hinge back on. So, with the hinge here, line that up. Okay. So having this assembled to this point, we've got our two electrodes there, and they will make reasonable contact with each other. And let's we have to make this on a better stand, so that it'll stand on its own with its own length, and we have to come over here to where the transformer is, and this has to be mounted in a relatively safe manner. Kind of lost track of time here, and I just started going with stuff. So I found this blue box, just a storage container. That's all it is. But I was impressed by how it fits so nicely over this, which is good, right? And this I took out of the microwave as well, and I cut it down so that I could get everything on it, and it's going to operate this micro switch that's going to send the signal to weld. I think it's going to be just fine. It's going to work out okay if I can make it happen. What's in my head? No plans. We don't need any stinking plans. That's pretty good. Yep. I think that's going to work just fine. And that'll work. Excellent. We're gonna need like a plywood base, aren't we, or something? Things don't get any better than that. That's perfect. Yep. That will be perfect. I'm gonna have to drill a hole here to give access to this cable. So I'm gonna drill the hole, a big bit, and machine that out. Yeah, just like that. Eh? Like that, go underneath there. Happy. Now we need a hinge. Getting closer and closer and closer. So we have everything so far. We're doing pretty good. That's going to work. Now you see here where this wire's coming through. That's a really, really good place to put our plug too. We can just set that right in there. Okay, ground wire. It's gonna go right there. Okay. Okay, that's not going anywhere, is it? No. Now let's just do the wiring up so that we can close this up, and then we can just get to the base. Not bad, huh? Not bad. Not bad for a rookie. Okay. Wow. Wow, I'm impressed. Things I'm gonna have to mess around with. I'm gonna have to learn how. I'm gonna have to learn that different metals are gonna have different amounts of time that need to be on there to weld. I'd say that we have success. Yep, that works pretty good. It's kind of impressive, actually.